You can't get into the right elbow lever position, god damn it! Maybe your arms are too short for this? I don't think so. In this video, I'm going to show you a tip which helped many of my students to get the perfect elbow lever. Many of my students had the issue that they wanted to learn the elbow lever, but they couldn't get into the right arm position while practicing. However, the elbow lever is all about the arm position. And if you're not able to do it, after some time, it may come to your mind.
I feel like my limbs are kind of short.
It's true that everyone has a different body type, someone has longer arms, someone has shorter arms, but in most cases, this is not the issue. Basically, no one has such long arms that the elbows reach the hips, so for the right elbow lever execution, the spine needs to be in flexion, so you need to bend forward. Like this, you'll be able to place your elbows to the right position. The first and most important what I recommend is to practice the right arm position without any load, so simply in standing or kneeling. When I ask someone to do this, I tell the key points to bend forward, do posterior pelvic tilt as much as possible, and like this, try to place your elbows to the hips. It succeeds. The problem comes when people try to do an actual progression on the floor or on small parallettes, and from all of a sudden their back becomes straight and they push out their butts. So basically they do the opposite of what they should be doing. And for this, practicing the elbow lever on an elevated surface is a great and easy fix. On the floor or on small parallettes, you may tend to straighten your back and neglect posterior pelvic tilt, but on a higher surface, for example on a table, you can focus on the right position much more easily. What's important is mobile spine, shoulders and hips are beneficial while getting into the right position. So if you feel like your back is stiff, your shoulder mobility, the protraction needs some improvement, you can't tilt your hip easily, you better start doing some mobilization, such as trunk flexion and extensions like I have it in the 5-minute warm-up routine, or you can do the same in kneeling support, do Jefferson curls, scapular movements and hip isolations, of course if you don't have contraindications like hernia for example. Another relevant obstacle I have to mention is being overweighted. With a flat belly and thinner arms, obviously it's easier to do the elbow lever. So if you feel like getting into the right position is impossible because your belly is in your way, you may need to freeze this exercise until you get rid of some extra pounds, which is absolutely fine. Until then, use other exercises. From this perspective, this is a special one. With all that being said, let's see what you need to do if you want to practice the elbow lever the easiest and the most comfortable way possible. Find an elevated surface which reaches approximately the half of your thigh height. Get into the right arm position. Place your arms in front of you bent, lean forward, do posterior pelvic tilt so you can place your elbows to your hips or as close to them as possible. While maintaining this position, support on the elevated surface, put the load on your arms and get into the right elbow lever position on your level. This can be, for example, tuck, straddle or full. Practice like this until you get comfortable with the position and then decrease the height of the surface you use until you get to the floor. Don't forget, the rounded back, protracted shoulders and posterior pelvic tilt are the most important key points you need to focus on. It's great if you master this because in the planche you need to focus on the same key points except your elbows will be locked, which I know is a significant difference. But all the others will be the same you need to do, but obviously much more intense. The elbow lever is a great start, it's easier and much faster to learn, improve similar skills like the planche, that's why I call it the planche of the beginners. On the top of that, many outsiders think that this is the same difficulty as the planche. This will be a short tip in addition to the elbow lever, which you can find a full tutorial on the channel, so if you haven't watched that already, check it out now. And if you want to start training based on a complete system, which based on gymnastics, you want to follow along specific plans for joint preparation, basic strength and skills from beginner to the advanced level, click the link below and get started today. I can help your journey personally in our private group. You can ask me anytime, even on the weekly live Q&As. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did so, please like, share and write a comment what do you want to see in the next videos. If you don't want to miss the new videos, subscribe with notifications on and see you next week in the next video.